This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Now, when you fly, usually your ideal situation is to be able to get on and get off the plane easily. Not to get off on the plane.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm a leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go.
A dude flying JetBlue from Kennedy Airport to Detroit was arrested Monday afternoon. He masturbated on the 2-hour flight. Couldn't even hold it in for a couple hours.
Was he in the toilet?
The disturbing incident was reported by WJBK. After the station's assignment editor was also on board flight 1019. We call it the whack flight. There was chatter what had happened when we were on the plane. Talk was he exposed himself, and now we come to find out there was a little more than that. It's not something you expect flying home. But yeah, I don't really expect to see a stranger masturbating anywhere.
Guy leans in and says, "Hey, could you give me a hand with this?" No,
Right.
No, I'm reading my Sky Mall.
Crew members were notified about an incident involving potentially inappropriate behavior by a customer and moved passengers sitting near him away from the jerk.
God.
The unidentified suspect was slapped with federal misdemeanor disorderly conduct charges as soon as the plane touched down, but he wasn't done touching himself. 3 Metro Airport police officers boarded the plane and in seconds they were escorting a guy off the plane. Wayne County Airport Authority Police Department said that the suspect was handed over to the FBI. The safety of our customers and crew members is JetBlue's first priority, and we will support law enforcement in this case. Further inquiries should be directed to authorities.
Is that JetBlue or JetGoo?
Well, it's JetGoo now. Dude, something about 30,000 feet just gets me hard.
So he was in his seat.
Sounds like he was in his seat because they moved the people around him.
Now, I've never, I think I've grabbed a boob on an airplane. You know, you get a handful. It's a long flight. You want to, you need a distraction. Get a handful of boob. Mm-hmm. But I've never.
Where they hand out blankets.
I mean, when I've been in the bathroom on a plane, I may have.
No, don't.
I mean, I've never cuffed.
We don't need it.
I've never cuffed the carrot, as they say.
Okay.
But maybe I played with it a little bit when I was in the bathroom. I don't know. But I've never officially turned on the sprinkler, as they often say in the airline industry.
Do they often say that?
Now, I don't know. That's an interesting point. Masturbating at 32,000 feet with the air pressure is different. Maybe you get a different feeling. Maybe it's light, like you're floating as you're masturbating. I don't know. I haven't put that to the test. But I will get up there next time and soften the peach, as they say.
What does that mean?
You're not ready for it.
Gross. So you're going to jerk the next time you fly in the name of research?
Yeah, let's see if gravity has anything to do with it. I'm going to see if I get lightheaded.
What does gravity have to do with it anyway?
Well, turbulence, you might drop 1,000 feet.
Okay.
I feel like I really don't know.
I don't know either, dude.
Morning.
It makes that thing way more veiny, and it just throbs like a purple-headed. All right, so I got to go.
Excuse me, I've got JetBlue balls. Could you give me a hand?
I need some relief. Relieve some pressure.
Good morning.
Detachable peanuts.
It's a good song.
Maybe there's just people out there that just have this, besides the urge, the idea of doing it everywhere. I don't know.
You can't around other people.
I'm not a chronic masturbator, so I don't know. Maybe his penis is like his service animal.
It's my emotional support penis.
It's my emotional support penis. I'm going to have to pull it out and I need support. That's what I'd say. Take that, buddy.
Oh, my God.
Take that. And now he's in the... Good morning.
What do they use to clean that up? The Jizz Whiz machine?
The Jizz Whiz 3000.
Good morning.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
It's the year 2022. And we are still mad about the restaurant Hooters.
No, I'm not mad.
I ain't mad. Internet's mad.
You're in, man.
Dude, I just...
All right, that's enough. Jesus. Can't learn to shut up, can you?
Xander, 5-year-old. His ma and pa in Iowa took Xander out to Hooters for his 5th birthday. She posted a video on TikTok, and some people lost their minds.
Because they showed more of Xander than the Hooter girls.
Oh, my God.
Xander was blocking the view of the Hooter girls. Get out of the way!
Spencer got money in the media change zone, so we got some
Chickeny up in
See,
here.
we have a rule in my car, my family car. When Christy and I are driving around and I yell Hooters, she's got to make the motorboat sound.
Okay. I don't think Xander did that for his 5th birthday.
Children.
I know. Amateurs, right?
Such children.
The waitresses did their birthday thing. They had him stand on a chair and flap his arms like a bird while they sang to him. Pretty dang cute.
They still do the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It looks like he had a great time. So that is why the internet felt the need to go ahead and,
Of course.
dig their claws in.
Of course.
The New York Post even did a big write-up on it. Mom blasted for taking her son to Hooters.
How dare you?
But a lot of the TikTok comments are pretty positive. A lot of people made jokes like living the dream or that dad got to choose a restaurant this year. Other people claimed it's just a normal birthday.
It was the only thing open at 9:30 at night.
One person joked it was the day Xander realized video games were lame. The mom replied to that one and laughed. That is pretty funny.
That's the last time young Xander will ever drive by a Hooters and use his brain.
Attention Hooters! This is my best friend Xander. He's turning 5 years old. Can I get a round of applause? It's your birthday, yes it's true. It's your birthday, yes it's true. And we're here to sing for you. And we're here to sing for you. Good news is we sing for free. Good news is we sing for free. Bad news is we sing off key. Bad news is we sing off key. Sound off.
Sound off.
Bring it down. Birthday. Happy birthday to you. Woo!
How dare they?
Now, did they interview Xander as an ass guy or a boob guy?
Don't. Hooters has already issued an apology.
What?
We at Hooters would like to apologize for the 5-year-old's birthday party at our restaurant. The mother complaining online had 2 very good points. 1, this party was a total bust. And 2, our big bouncers should never have let them enter. And they're in double trouble. Thank you so much for letting it all out and getting it off your chest. We were very touched. Our servers are overflowing with regret and are here if you need some support. And finally, thank you for exposing us to these big issues and keeping us abreast on the situation. Sincerely, Hooters.
Dude, them fried pickles are legit. Legit.
We cannot mention Hooters and not mention Mitch.
Oh, dude, the king.
The king of Hooters.
The king and the keeper. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's the man. They bronzed his chair. And Mitch is still passed out in it.
Remember when Hooters used to come in here?
Oh, yeah. Those were the golden.
Those were the
that's
good old days.
The golden era of radio.
Yeah. I leave here, I was 90% chicken wing.
My best memories are the West Side Hooters. You guys remember that when my buddy Cassie used to manage that?
Yep.
We drive the Harley in and do a burnout. It was great.
Yep, having a radio station that close to Hooters.
That's back when management it was hands off. They just said just keep the cash cow going.
Yep.
And she did. We used to have those bikini contests over there. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
I remember all of it, dude.
God, I miss the good old days.
When
you could look at a set of boobs and not have to apologize.
Right, make a bad comment and you didn't have to apologize. You're such a douche.
Not now.
I can't believe we are here at this point in time and we still are upset about Hooters.
It's incredible. And then you go to the Goodman Pool and there's people with less clothes on. It's amazing to me.
It's insane.
With bikinis on. It's incredible.
Right.
You must look, Hooters.
Do you think if it had a different name, people wouldn't? It's like the name triggers them or something?
You do know the Hooter girls aren't into you, except the one who I slept with. But you do know that the Hooter girls don't act like they're into you. They're there to serve chicken wings.
They flirt with you to get tips.
I think we have to go through this every single time.
And that's okay.
It's okay.
They're wearing.
They deserve it.
A lot of clothes, I think. Honestly, this has just baffled me since our first time ever covering a story about it.
Incredible.
It's insane.
But
it's like people that have never been to a Hooters.
I don't think people are tuned in because they think we're going to not defend Hooters.
Right.
Oh my God. Something happened. Johnny swore off titties. Yeah. Something's wrong. Check the radio.
That's right, dude. That's right.
What are we listening to? Let me hear your motorboat noise. Oh, dude.
Thank you.
Gave me goosebumps. That is so... that's good for Xander, man. That's fun. Didn't that sound like fun?
Yeah. They were having a great time.
Oh, man. That's so cool.
Oh, man. Now I want chicken wing.
What were some of the other... Well, you read a few, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you have any more of the negative? No?
People in other countries have been commenting and surprised that people take their kids to Hooters. I think it's just mostly people that don't understand Hooters, you know?
We thought uploading to the cloud was something completely different. The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, JJO.
I have a story about a literal beef. 27-year-old woman in Ohio named Monica Gamer pleaded no contest to disorderly conduct. She got in a little tiff there with her 37-year-old neighbor. It was last year. They didn't just argue. Now, I think we may have had this story when it initially happened. But now, you know, that we have the update of the sentencing.
The rest
and all that stuff
of the story.
Right. Completely. So, anywho, you want to pot that down a little bit while I do this story? They were at the Walmart. Monica, shopping. She's in the chip aisle. She saw her neighbor, Precious Jack.
So much detail.
I know. Well, Monica and her neighbor Precious had a long history. Monica flew into a rage at the sight of Precious. She grabbed the first thing she could. I mean, you're in the chip aisle. You ain't going to beat her with a bag of Doritos. Instead, she grabbed a 10-pound log of beef that was sitting in Precious's cart.
I thought the Flamin' Hots were coming in.
The fight initially started when Monica tried to spit on Precious, but she done missed. So then she just reached into Precious's cart. This $22 log of beef. If it was this year, it'd be $20 million log of beef.
Look at you
because
adjusting.
there's collusion between the massive egg companies. Anyway.
Holy cow.
It's the only reason why beef prices are the way they are. You can legit look it up. It is a known fact. It is in court. It has been since 2016. It is a conspiracy, which is why you should buy local beef, like from Eric Knockreiner in Plain, Wisconsin.
I hope you're getting free meat out of all of these plugs.
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm just trying to get people to buy local beef, dude.
I only say that because I'd like some free meat.
Well, why didn't you buy it? Precious survived the beefing. Monica was arrested at the scene. She was hit with a 30-day suspended jail sentence plus probation, $155 in fines. That's it?
Boy, if I
That's
had
all you
a-
get for beating somebody up with beef?
If I had $1 for every time I clobbered a female friend with a 10-pound log, I'd be rich. That's a penis joke.
Oh, I thought you were literally beating women with wood.
No, don't get excited. Don't get all uppity over there.
Now, how much does your 10-pound log weigh at 37,000 feet?
Weightless, actually. Wait, that's a trick question. Weightless. Ah.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. Yeah, 10 pound. Yeah, that would.
Well, if it was in the frozen section, that'd be bad.
That'd knock the air out of you, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? Hit you right in the throat.
I mean,
Get crushed.
and even if it wasn't in the frozen section, if it was in the fresh meat section, which is weird because it's still stuffed into that tube pretty tightly.
See, my dad always taught me not to slap my salami in public. He always said, to his son, take it to your room. And then I didn't see him for 5 years. Very interesting.
You have a lot of stories today.
Some of them aren't true.
Yeah, I'm picking that up. All right, officials in Arkansas say a couple found a diamond weighing nearly 2 carats while visiting a state park.
Oh, I hate these people. Have giant anger.
You have emotional issues, dude.
Well,
according to Arkansas State Parks, Jessica and Seth Erickson spotted a 1.9 carat diamond
of course.
at the Crater of Diamond State Park on November 4th. They were visiting in celebration of their 10th anniversary.
Why don't we go there for vacation and just kick rocks around?
To Arkansas? I'll give it a try.
God, how many carats?
1.9.
God dang.
According to Seth Erickson, he was able to spot a metallic-looking gem in the bottom of his screen after digging. An hour of wet sifting. I guess that's a method used by many of the guests to search for diamonds. Guests submerge screen sets in water to wash away the soil.
Mm-hmm.
Once the soil is removed, the gravel is then separated by size and weight to make diamonds easier to find. That's what park interpreter Taylor Markham said.
It doesn't happen a lot, but when
It's Taylor with an E.
Oh. Well, it doesn't happen a lot, but it seems like when they do, they're pretty good size. Yeah. But there's all kinds of shiny rocks there, if I remember that place right.
Just wait.
Yeah.
I have details.
All right.
Couple took their iced tea-colored gem to the park's Diamond Discovery Center, where the park staff registered it as a 1.9 carat brown diamond.
Yeah.
Then they were ate by a bear. No. According to park staff, visitors who find diamonds at the park choose to name their gems. The Ericksons name theirs Himo, H-I-M-O, the initials of each of their kids. That's enough children now. Officials said 581 diamonds have been registered at the Crater of Diamond State Park so far this year.
Do they buy
this year?
Does the park buy them?
No, they register them, and then what do you do with them?
Right. I don't know what a brown diamond is, or if is it valuable?
I don't know. I'd have to ask the
only
diamond
reason
center.
I'm still listening is I'm trying to find out what it's worth.
Right, yeah.
1.9. I just bit my tongue.
Good.
You said 1.9?
Yeah. So, an average of 1 to 2 diamonds are found a day by park visitors. So I don't know why I won't say what the hell it's worth. Let me see if I can find that. They spent the morning digging dirt. By 11 a.m., they were wet sifting. So that's pretty... I guess there's regulars that go there and try to find diamonds.
Right. They just pull the trailer up and spend the weekend kicking rocks around.
Weirdos.
Yeah, I would... it sounds like it'd be kind of cool. You know, spend a few days down there messing around. I don't know how it works. Have you ever panned for gold?
No, I'd rather be doing something involving a little bit more movement if I'm out at a park.
Well, panning gold is physical work. I mean, you've got to get your pickaxe and you got to get the dirt and for your sluice and box, and then
you gotta hit up the hitching post to get your supplies and your oxen.
You the girl with a gold pan I've been hearing for 20 days and smelling for 3. Yeah. No, you got to pickaxe the dirt down and run it. You can make your own sluice if you want. If not, you can buy a little metal one on the interweb and run it through there and then pan it out, man. See if you get some color.
No.
You paying attention?
Yeah, roughly. I don't know that there's. I'm not going to be able to find a value on this because it's the only value of diamonds I have that size are ones that are like cut all pretty and polished and everything else. This is just a rough diamond. I don't know. Figure it out on your own. I don't care enough to look it up.
One of the fun things you should do in your life is fly up to British Columbia up north. Rent a truck, buy yourself a gold pan, go get lost, and start panning some creeks.
It sounds terrible.
Where some of the great, and tell somebody where you went, so they can, so when the bear poops you out, they get
right.
No, and then you just get lost and go pan creeks. It's a lot of fun. I've done it a few times. Beautiful times.
Totally. I assume you have to have a proper set of like galoshes to go out there.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Take all that stuff with you.
You're allowed to go to Canada?
Well, this was years ago.
Oh.
I used to go up there. But I would go into the Atlin, BC area and pad for gold.
Pretty cool, man.
That's where the second biggest gold rush was, in Atlin in approximately 1899, I believe.
Greg's birthday.
I made him a gold bracelet. Something I pulled from the earth. But no, it's an adventure. I'll give you that. It's an adventure.
That's pretty cool.
And then it's a lot of trial by air panning for gold.
Right.
You'll get it. You can watch a little video. You'll get it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just feel like it's a scam. You know, like there's those places.
Well, no, you're 200 miles from another human. It's not a scam.
Right, I know, but it's like a waste of time is what I feel like.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
How much did you find out there?
I've still got my gold that I panned up there. It's just a little specks, but I mean, I got it. I got a little glass vial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Can I see it?
Oh, it's at home.
Can Chrissy bring it in?
It's probably down in one of my boxes in the basement, but yeah, I'll find it for you.
That's pretty cool.
Sure.
I just want to see what it looks like.
Probably not worth anything, but no, I mean it's not brilliant yellow, but it's kind of a dull yellow. I mean it's easy to see. Sure.
And then is there like, can you go to Trading Post and sell your gold?
If you're gonna poo-poo the gold mining process, I'm not gonna tell you. I was actually thinking about taking you out into the gold fields.
You weren't.
But
no,
now
you weren't.
I'm going to be sitting there mining. You're going to be like, I want to go to town and see a show.
You're going to be out there mining and I'm going to win the Powerball. All right, that's JJO News.
Move me out to the woods.
Figure it out, asshole.
I ain't seen another human in 2 years.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Thought this was kind of funny. A study in Sweden found that hot female college students stopped getting such good grades once remote learning happened.
Oh, see, I feel bad for them. I feel bad for their little squishy brain. Aw.
The hot people's grades dropped disproportionately compared to less attractive students.
Wow, that's on the. See.
It's on the old perv instructor.
Yes, that's on the old horny professor. That's not on the hot chick.
Yep.
I'll give her credit.
Horny professor. It's my character on the Clue game.
Do your job, dude.
Researchers tracked the grades of more than 300 college kids before and after the pandemic hit and had people rate how attractive each one's photo was. Turns out the most attractive ones, women and men, were getting slightly better grades in certain courses before the pandemic hit. But some of their grades dropped once remote learning kicked in. It only applied to classes with lots of student-teacher interaction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No effect with things like math where your grade is just based on your damn test scores. Once everyone was doing classes on Zoom, the hot female students' grades dropped more than expected. But it didn't happen for good-looking men. The theory is that good-looking people often get better grades thanks to more self-confidence. But hot female students get an additional bump thanks to creepy old professors who want to get with him.
Well, you could do a Zoom while you're in the bathtub with your book.
Jeffrey Toobin.
Jeffrey Toobin. That's pretty funny. I never thought of that. I suppose pretty privilege.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty hilarious.
That is pretty hilarious.
I would like to see a bigger study on it. I mean, 300 college kids, and it's in Sweden. I thought everybody in Sweden was hot.
Us guys, we're accustomed to having to earn it. You know, not like you hot chicks that just sit there.
And Stop it right now.
Hang out and look pretty.
Stop it right now.
We actually have to do the math.
Oh, my God.
You girls, you hot chicks, it's like a superpower. We have no control.
Wouldn't it be funny if all the hot chicks around here stopped doing things for you?
That's how did they gauge that? How did they?
I just told you.
Yeah, I know, but and it's a weird one. It's a weird one.
They tracked the grades of 300 college kids, and they had people rate how attractive each one's photo was. So it's like hot or not.
Okay.
It's okay. Everything will be fine. Everything's going to work out. They're in Sweden anyway. They have universal health care. What else do we have here? There was some guy that tried to egg King Charles during his visit to York, England yesterday. It's so weird calling him King Charles, isn't it? So I have video. You can hear eggs crack twice at the beginning of the clip.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard this one.
And then you can hear people boo. It's from people that are booing the egg thrower, not the king. So here we go.
Oh.
They're so polite over there. So people are yelling, "God save the king."
See,
He's yelling, "Not my king." If this were to happen in America, his ass would have been beat.
For sure. And in the old days over there, they would have given you the old guillotine. Old guillotine.
Yeah. They did unveil the first statue of the Queen since her death.
King Charles is so chilled out, though. I don't think he'd be like, "Oh, thank you. I'm going to go brush this off now. I'm going to go change tweed jackets now and overthrow Lithuania." Tweed.
Now, who's the other prince? Is it Andrew? Is that the creepy one?
Yeah, he's the.
Now, during the funeral, remember that somebody was yelling at Prince Andrew as well.
Remember the guy that threw a shoe at George Bush?
I will never forget it.
Remember that reaction? His reaction time was incredible.
Incredible.
He was very athletic.
And then there was a game online, do you remember? Where you could throw the shoe?
Yeah. You try to hit George Bush with a shoe. I know. I spent hours on it.
And then remember there was the Octomom game,
yep.
And you had to catch the babies.
Catch it when it flew out of the coochie. Yep. Oh man, where have all the good times gone?
Right. We used to spend our morning show eating chicken wings and trying to throw a shoe at George W.
Play a long song. I'm trying to catch a baby coming out of the vag. Oh man, it's so funny. Well, better a shoe than a bullet. I mean, come on, man.
Come on now, yeah.
Come on now. I'll take an egg for the team. It's fine.
So
I feel like
royal drama.
I feel like over there it'd be like cabbage, or a tomato or cabbage, I guess.
Eggs, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of eggs, man, I stopped by. Shout out to Kramer Cheese out in Watertown. Stopped by there. We got a smoked hot pepper cheddar, which was delish.
That sounds amazing.
It was amazing.
Put some Dijon on that?
And then, no, I had it with a little charcuterie board.
Wow.
And then
so pretty.
Avery got some garlic dill curds, cheese curds.
You
and then
turning
some
in
taco curds.
You turning in your mother.
No.
When you're sitting there with an Afghan on talking about a charcuterie board.
My mom don't make no charcuterie board.
I didn't say she made it.
She can't put one together. She'd be like, here, she'll throw a box of crackers and a brick of cheese at you. Do your own damn work. Anyway, eggnog's coming in.
Oh.
Yeah, eggnog at Kramer cheese and Tom and Jerry mix.
I like eggnog.
Which is like, that's the cue that the holiday season is.
You can get it at Quick Trip, too.
Texas man, police said, stuffed a bottle of eggnog in his pants and hairbrushes in his pocket and then fought with a store employee. He's charged with robbery. Kevin Ellis, 38. Also charged with failure to identify when police said he pleaded the Fifth Amendment when they asked him his name, but you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, it's doing it wrong. Hey, is that eggnog in your pants? Or
Right? Loss prevention officer said he saw Ellis put 2 hairbrushes in his pants pocket and a bottle of eggnog in his waistband. And then the loss prevention officer confronted him, and Ellis pushed and punched the officer, and all the items dropped. So he's just in jail now. I don't know that you need to go to jail for eggnog and brushes. It sounds like there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah.
How much eggnog do you drink in a year?
Oh, 1 cup.
Yeah, that's about it. I don't mind it. I don't know.
It's delicious. It's just very, very rich.
Yeah, I think it's the feel or something. I don't know.
The creaminess?
Yeah, too creamy maybe. But I won't turn it down.
But if it's too creamy, you add rum to it.
Oh.
Thin it out.
Now you're cooking.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
Did you know that the hottest chili pepper in the world is so hot it could kill you?
Or you can listen to this one.
Bears can smell your menstruation.
I can smell your menstruation.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Part of my tough stance on immigration.
Oh, yeah.
Taco Tuesdays will be changed to Pizza Pthursday.
Hey! I like pizza, pepperoni, mozzarella, and anchovy. I like pizza with salami, extra cheese, and oregano. I like pizza with tomato. I like pizza. We like pizza. We like pizza in the morning. We like pizza every day. We like pizza in the evening. We like pizza anyway. I like pizza, pepperoni, mozzarella, and anchovy. I like pizza with salami.
I've never seen you eat a slice. To you it's just a drink. Pizza is my life. Pizza is my life. Ten classy dish, double pepperoni, and the stuffed crust, no anchovies, pizza rolls, bagel bites, cheesy crisps, what I like, put it in the oven, we can I don't care, I'm not very picky, warm and delicious, spicy, stinky, cut it into 8 squares or triangles, all I really want is pizza and meat. Pizza is the greatest food on earth.
Happy Pizza Thursday. Okay, so I have a few topics to tackle. First off, I know how you are, and you will eat anything that's been out on the counter for 2 days. You don't care.
Correct.
So we have here what food scientists say is a good window for how long you can leave pizza out.
Oh, okay. This was good to know.
Would you like to take a guess? It's your job, so.
Are you gonna give me a choice, or just
No.
That makes me sound like an idiot though when I don't have a choice. I'll say.
Trust me, it's not the choice.
What's the question again? How long's the pizza been out?
How long, according to food scientists,
All right, I got it.
can you leave a pizza out and still eat it?
I will say 21 hours.
You're off by about 19, John.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they say that you can only keep it out for 2 hours.
This is where the idiot part comes in.
But I'm going to just disagree with that.
Well, it's got to be covered or our cats will take care of business.
Yeah, well, we have to cover everything, or the floating dog hair.
Yes.
It's unbelievable.
A layer of lint.
So, yeah, they say that it's only supposed to be 2 hours, but I will argue that there's high salt content, the acidity in the tomato sauce, and the overall, kind of dryness is going to allow it to be out for longer.
Now, when
it all kind of depends on what kind of pizza.
We'll have a pizza and then we'll eat it. Say there's 3 slices left. It'll sit there on the counter while we watch a movie or Handmaid's Tale or whatever, and then it'll sit there for. We won't do anything with it because it was delivered and we didn't finish it. So are we in that window of food poisoning?
I guess so.
And then we'll just put it in the fridge. Then I'll go home the next day and nuke it.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right.
You're fine.
I feel fine.
I've had it where it's been out overnight. And then in the morning, yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Food scientists. They sound like nerds. No, thank you. All right, up next.
I felt like that was one of those stories where they try to scare you to sell you something.
It's not.
One of those, those commercials where they go to, what's a good example? Where they show you screwing something up, trying to like slice and dice something.
It's like an infomercial.
Like cutting your finger off.
Right. And I'm always like, where do they find these people that can't do basic life tasks?
They get tangled up in the vacuum cleaner cord.
Right. Like, how have you lived this long?
They lay there and
not chewed on your own tongue. I don't understand.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, Little Caesars often celebrated for its extremely affordable hot and ready pizzas. But they do have the deep pizzas that are on the other half of the menu. Their Detroit-style pizza's out. It's an LTO, John. What does that mean? LTO.
Little tiny orgasm.
Right. It's a limited time only, and they have them at a big discount. Large pepperoni deep dish going for $8.99 as opposed to $12.99. So that's pretty rad. Now, the reason why this is a thing is because Detroit-style pizza usually be pretty expensive. So, like, if you look at other chains, one-topping cheese-crusted Detroit-style pizza, it's like $20. So you're saving a lot of money, right? It's kind of poor people problems. So keep in mind, Little Caesars Detroit-style pizza out. Now, that being said, where the hell did Detroit-style pizza come from? Detroit-style pizza was invented by Gus Guerra and his family in 1946 at Buddy's Pizza on Detroit's east side. It's square, you dummy.
East side represent.
And known for its focaccia-like crust, Wisconsin brick cheese, and stripes of bright red tomato sauce on top.
Yep.
Detroit-style pizza is legit. The corners, the crusty corners, is what makes it, for me, amazing.
Didn't Rockies have a go at that?
Oh, yeah, buddy.
And we had that in here, and it was, It was, time. Yeah, we loved it. Yeah, the sauce. The globs. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah. It's different. You look at it and like, get in my belly.
No. I don't know if Rockies has Detroit-style pizza right now. I'm trying to look. Here we go. Rockies, Madison.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't look like pizza when you think about it. Detroit-style pizza. It's kind of weird looking. Italians would probably be like, what the hell?
Well, it's Detroit-style.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So Italians ain't got no say in it.
It'd be like
because it's Detroit. It does not look like it's on the menu. They do have the extra cheesy Superoni, the Chicago pizza, all these under the specialty pie, which I am a fan of. Special pie.
It deserves a little more recognition than it gets.
I agree.
I feel like people just need to experience it one time, kind of like a threesome in a hot tub.
Right.
Just
careful though, your pH levels will get off there, ladies.
Yeah, alkalinity. That might not be. Not enough chemicals in my take care of that, anyways.
Everyone should experience the threesome in the hot tub and the yeast infection that follows.
Yeah. Chlorine. Back up the chlorine.
I have one more thing. Now, we are Domino's fans in our house because we fancy. It is, I would say, probably our favorite chain. They have a chicken salad I'm just in love with. But anyway, this tweet kind of alarmed me and made me very defensive of my Domino's. So some whore on Twitter named Abby made a tweet. It said, on Friday while eating a thin crust pizza from at Domino's, I bit into my pizza and found this baked into the pizza. No, I don't know what it is. And yes, I notified Domino's immediately. And I've received no meaningful response. It's probably because there's 2 people working there and they're very stressed out. Okay. So I'm not really sure what it is. It looks kind of furry or feathery.
Let me see, ma'am.
But I also I tend to not believe people.
That looks like a baby bird.
Right.
Yeah. But it looks like an egg also.
So in my experience, Domino's is super good about make goods because we even had, so they have like that 2-minute timer when you go out for a car side.
Yeah.
If they don't bring your pizza out in 2 minutes, then you get one free, right? And I don't care about the 2-minute thing. If it takes you 2 minutes and 5 seconds, I don't care.
Yeah, thank you.
It can take you 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't really care. But the Domino's app definitely watches them, right? Well, so we had it one time where Avery was ordering on the app, and just to be weird, he ordered it cut into squares. Well, the employee cut it into triangles without looking instead of squares, so then they had to make a new pizza. So then we got another free pizza. And I was like, no. You don't need to make it. We'll take the pizza in triangles. It's really not that big of a deal.
Did you complain about the triangles?
No.
Oh.
They had, the employee had cut it. The manager saw it's supposed to be in squares. So
wow.
It was I know. See what I mean? Like super, super helpful. But like, we'll eat the triangle.
He must be new.
Yeah. Well, and then we took him out back and beat him like you should.
You're long-term customers, though.
Right.
Customers always right. That's
so
great.
whatever. And Avery was in there he's like, no, it's fine. And they had already tossed the pizza or done whatever they did with it. So then we got another free one. So that's why I don't really believe this bitch, because I've had nothing but great customer service with them.
And that was actually on the pie?
She said it was baked into the crust. I don't believe her.
I'm trying to think of that color. It's like black and white.
If it was a thin crust pizza.
Yeah.
And you're picking up a pizza of thin crust, a piece of thin crust.
Did you? Well, have it analyzed.
A chunk.
Have it analyzed, so you know.
Right.
But then now you're still don't know whether she's lying or not.
Right. So.
Because if you're the restaurant, you're like, go get that analyzed. Let us know what you find. Well, then if anybody could lie, or she could replace it again.
And the person doing the tossing of the thin crust,
yeah,
they're gonna notice that chunk in there. That's why I'm like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Abby, whore.
The new Karen, Abby. I mean, it doesn't look like a part of a pizza.
It does not belong on the pizza, that is for sure.
Could it be some kind of chocolate or?
No, it's got fur of some kind.
I don't think it's a mouse.
No, I just don't know. I don't understand how a glob that big could be baked into a pizza without the person making the pizza notice and without you picking up the thin crust and noticing it.
Right.
Because it would be a wrong texture.
Well, now I really want to know what it was.
Yeah, we'll never know because she's a liar. Anyway. See, I told you I got a little defensive.
Man, I guess so.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
All right, let me bring out my next guest. Let me tell you something about this next fella we're going to have on the radio. He once auditioned for Nonpoint, wasn't good enough, got turned down, so he started his own band. It is Gabe Aranda from the band Aranda. Dude, you're so funny.
Dude, that was awesome.
How are you?
I'm great.
I'm kidding.
It's okay. Hey, it's okay to be second favorite. I'm okay with that.
Listen, you're the second alternate if somebody quits non-point. You're on hot.
Exactly.
You're on hot standby.
Exactly.
How are you?
Man, I've been good. Man, we've just been, really gearing up to go on this little tour and play. Just really amped to play for the fans and some of these cities that we love to play, and especially close to you guys. We're not making it all the way up to Madison, but we'll be in Janesville on Saturday.
And it's a Saturday show, so drop them titters out, dude.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Drop it like it's hot.
Saturday.
We've been working on the new material and just kind of trying to, work some new stuff up. Man, the last time I was out with you guys, I had hurt my back. I don't know if I'm sure you guys
That's
remember.
right.
Kind of a dramatic ordeal. So, I remember doing that show and just like gritting my teeth, and I'm just really excited. I never want to go out like that, but I'm just excited to actually be able to do a show out there and not feel hampered by my back.
Yeah, no kidding. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. And I was
I remember doing the sound lounge.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even get through the sound lounge. I had to go lay in the hallway.
Yeah, you did a couple of songs and bailed.
And I was all like, it's been nice knowing you, dude.
We jumped in
and see you guys. She's cramping. Oh, I'm cramping.
It's the end, Gabe. It's the end.
It's the end. I know. I was like, geez, I'm getting too old for this.
There's something weird going on. We drink literally every day. We never cramp up. I think you need to be hydrated. You've got a problem.
I think I do. I think I'm going to start adopting you guys' regimen, hydration.
Shut up. Get ready for a divorce.
I've always admired it from afar. Like really far.
I love it.
Hey, y'all. So this little tour, is it a mini tour? What do you got, like 6 or 7?
we've got like 7 shows.
All right.
So it's not something that's a long tour, but it's hitting a lot of the cities that we love to go to.
It's hitting the good spots, if you know what I mean, Gabe.
Hitting the G spot. It's hitting the G spot, the Gabe spot. Now, a couple of things. How do you? I was going to ask you. We were talking off the air, but what's it take to get ready for a small schedule like this? Is it any different? Well, and then did you pick the cities? That is what I was going to ask you.
It's probably, for bands that are touring constantly, it's probably not as big of a
easier
kind of ordeal.
Mm-hmm.
But like for us, even just making sure the trailer is up for the trip and the van and doing repairs and stuff like that. That's really the main bulk of kind of your worry. You want to make sure you get there safe and are traveling and carrying people safe. So that obviously takes up a lot of headspace and just time and unfortunately money as well. But as far as the city goes, we definitely picked the cities on this run, and then we had a couple in our area come up that one of them is a Cancer Sucks benefit concert that's happening in Tulsa, which is like an hour and a half from where I live. So that's actually the last show we're doing on the run, and that's on the 26th of November.
Pretty rad.
We're coming through with Shallow Side. Shallow Side's going to be with us on this run. So.
Eric Boatwright.
That guy.
Yeah.
He showed up at Eric showed up at Taste of Madison looking like a waiter. He looks like very
he's dapper, dude.
Did he serve anything?
Dapper is the word.
Mm-hmm.
God, he looked good.
Did he have like a platter of cheese curds?
Hello.
He actually he had them in his pants pocket. It was very weird.
Yeah. Cheese curds in the pants, not a good look.
Eric Boatwright called me eccentric, and I was like, I don't know how to take that from you, dressed like a waiter.
I don't know what the definition of that is where you're from, but
right.
I think you're leaning that way right now, pal.
Yeah.
Yep, and then I beat him.
So to be eccentric in Madison, that's saying something. He is from Alabama, so he probably
right.
Probably
You
a
are eccentric,
little
then.
freaky up there. You're way eccentric, dude. That's saying something coming from a rock star.
Alabama eccentric. Yeah. Who'd have thought, dude? Who'd have thought?
You better start packing your things, baby.
If you go to thebackbar.com, you can actually pick up your tickets for the Aranda show on Saturday. Only $15. You can get that reserved seating for $25, so you can be up close and personal to Gabe's crotch, which is
with cheese curds.
Yep,
cheese curds on board.
Always, it's consistent.
I was
dude.
honored to stand in the shadow of Gabe's crotch. It was unbelievable. Blocked out the sun.
I'll never forget
It was
that
like
day.
a blood moon, like a big slab of bologna. It was unbelievable. All right. How's Damien? Is he well? Is he good?
No, we kicked him out.
That's what I thought. I knew it.
See you.
Knew he'd screw up.
You know what? I can think satisfied. Get out of here.
Hey, do people, and maybe it was just us, but I don't think it's us. Do people actually yell out for the Michael Jackson montage?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, you're gonna be straddled with that for the rest of it. That's a debt you owe us forever.
It's that one and the Das Boot deal. You know, it's like those two things. We're always asked to do those, so we try to keep them in our pocket at all times.
Yeah.
Except when my back, goes out on me. The moonwalk is out of the question.
Yeah.
I'm sure it sounds good laying on your back, whipping out some Michael Jackson. I'm sure we'd be impressed.
Man, that would be a new twist on the moonwalk. That's for sure.
For sure. All right, man. Well, listen.
Moonlay.
Yes.
Back bar Saturday, this Saturday, 15 advance online, 20-day show, 25 reserved. So that's a little front 2-3 imaginary rows right there in front of the stage.
2 tree.
So open at 6, band start at 7:30. There's 6 bands down there. You might not go on till like 3 in the morning, dude.
Hey, the more time we can spend there, the better is what I say.
Yeah, that's a big one. All right, man. Listen, it's
Thank
great.
you guys so much, man.
It's great to hear from you. We'll see you in a few days.
I love you.
Okay, love you guys too.
All right, talk to you later. We're gonna play. We're gonna play Pay For.
Yeah, play some non-point. All right.
Fine, asshole.
See you later.
And hanging up on you. Goodbye.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.